In this video, we're going to look again at simultaneous equations using elimination. But we're going to look at a case here where we don't already have any coefficients that have the same value. So the x coefficients are 4 and 1, and the y coefficients are 2 and -4. Neither of them line up. And so what we're going to do is we're still going to label them, equation 1 and equation 2. We're going to look at a way of changing one of them so that we end up with coefficients that are the same, or at least have the same magnitude. And I instantly spot here that we've got 2y and we've got -4y. So I know if I could double that 2y, I would get a 4y. Now I can't just double the 2y, but in an equation I could double everything. If I double the left-hand side and the right-hand side of an equation, I have the same value. That's our kind of fundamental rule of algebra. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this equation and I'm going to multiply it by 2. So I'm going to do that's times 2. And as long as I do the same to both sides, be okay. Now because I've changed it, I'm going to now call it equation 3. And I'm going to double it so we get 8x plus 4y is equal to 18. So I've just got to remember to do that to double every single term. And then I take equation 2 and I leave it the same. X minus 4y is equal to 9. So notice I relabeled it because it's now a different equation technically. Or it looks different. It's still got the same value, but it's another equation we're going to use. And then I try and remember what happens when I've got a 4y and a -4y. This time I don't subtract, but I add those two equations together. So 3 plus 2. And I think about the x's, 8x plus x is 9x. Think about the y's, 4y minus 4y is 0. And 18 plus 9 is 27. And from this point, I can solve it in exactly the same way I did before. So I get left with 9x is equal to 27. Divide both sides by 9. And I get left with x is equal to 3. Then I pick one of my equations. I'm going to pick equation 1 right from the start. So 4 times 3 plus 2y is equal to 9. 12 plus 2y is equal to 9. Subtract 12 from both sides. So we get left with 2y is equal to -3. And divide by 2. So left with y is equal to -3 over 2. And then I'm going to check. So I'm going to go to equation 2. I'm going to do x, which is, so x minus 4y is equal to 9. So 3 minus 4 times -3 over 2 should be equal to 9. It's definitely got a 3 here. Negative times a negative is a positive. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 over 2 is 6 is equal to 9. And I'm happy that that's correct. So my final answer is x is equal to 3, y is equal to -3 over 2. Let's look at one more example of that. So again, we almost, but don't quite have the same coefficients. We've got a 2x and an x, and we've got a y and a 2y. So I need to double one of them, or multiply one of them to get the same. In this case, I'm going to double equation 2 to give me equation 3. So I'm going to leave 1 the same. 2x minus y is equal to 13. Or I'm going to double equation 2. So it's going to give me equation 3. Which is going to say 2x minus 4y is equal to 22. I've doubled every term. As I said before, now's probably a good time to pause the video, see if you can get the rest of this one correct. Okay, so if you have had a go at it, you should be able to follow through from here that we now need to subtract. So we're now going to do either way. I'm going to do equation 1 minus equation 3 because we've got the 2x and the 2x. They are exactly the same, so we subtract. 2x minus 2x is 0, as we were hoping for. Careful with the negatives here. Minus y minus 4y is minus y plus 4y, which is 3y. Plus 3y is equal to 13 minus 22, which is minus 9. Then I divide both sides by 3, get left with y is equal to -3. Then we're going to pick an equation. I'm going to pick equation 2 in this case. X minus 2y equals 11. So we've got x minus 2 times minus 3 is equal to 11. So x plus 6 is equal to 11. Subtract 6 from both sides and we get x is equal to 5. Then as ever we check. We like a simultaneous equations question because we can check. We take 1 and we get 2 times x minus y should be equal to 13. So that's 2 times 5 minus 3 should be equal to 13. 2 times 5 is 10. Minus 3 is plus 3 is equal to 13. So we've checked it and it is correct.